It's Rebecca. So, insecurity exercise for today. Examine your own self worth. Now, immediately you're going to be like, I don't have any. Well, that's probably true. If you're, a raging insecurity addict like I was before I got it under control. But I've talked to people who cannot forgive themselves for when they were a child because they went down the basement stairs. And that's where they got hurt. And they blame themselves for going down the stairs instead of the scumball who hurt them. That's how we think. I hated myself for surviving my own suicide. Hated myself for years. Because I'm like, you're making me stay here, you stupid bitch. I hate you. And then, I just stayed in, the horrible relationships and the misery that I'd always been in. And then compound that with, some pretty bad health issues. And I felt completely trapped in this miserable, terrible world I desperately wanted to get out of. I also wanted to punish myself for daring to survive because how dare you? That's how we think. Being suicidal, people, they're like, they don't understand it unless they've experienced it themselves. It's like any other kind of, terrible disease or ailment or injury. Unless you've experienced it, you really can't grasp it. So examine, what is it about you that you think is so terrible? Now, you'll have your first initial rants of, oh, I'm stupid, I'm a bum, I'm lazy, I'm not smart, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that. I can't do anything right. You'll be hit with all of those because insecurity will load those onto you because they're like, oh no, he's, trying to be happy. How dare you? So just write those down. And then once that initial nonsense is over of just ranting and raving how much you suck, start to actually examine yourself. When did the self-hatred begin? Why do you perpetuate it? Why do you think you need to be punished? And then think of things that you've done that are nice things. Because I seriously doubt that you've done anything for self-hatred, unless you're a serial killer or rapist or something, for self-hatred to really have a good foothold. So it's got to keep you with that ranting, screaming inside because there's really no foundation to it. So examine your own self-worth. And then become like a nurturing parent, which you probably did not have. Or your parents are pushy and nasty and convince you that you suck and they're good parents, which means they're not good parents. So just go ahead and let the rant flow through. And once that's done, then you can a little more clearly start examining your own self-worth. And you can see that you have some. Keep nurturing it and watch it grow.